Earl Simon, otherwise known by his stage name DMX, Darkman X, was an American rapper, songwriter, and actor. Born on December 18, 1970, to an 18-year-old father, Joe Baker, and a 19-year-old mother, Arnett Simon. Earl was Simon's second child. His father, Baker, was an artist who painted watercolor painting on street scenes to sell at local fair. Baker later moved to Philadelphia and was largely absent from Earl's life. Simon went through a disjointed childhood, which involved being beaten up by his mother and her various boyfriends, so badly that he lost a tooth and sustained various injuries. Due to poverty, he slept on the floor with roaches and mice crawling over him. Being raised by a violent mother led him to be violent too. At school, he threw chairs on his teachers and stabbed other children with pencils on the face. And he has been jailed several times during his childhood. At age 10, Earl was expelled from school and sent to a children's home. In defining what Earl described as a betrayal, his mother deceived him and told him they were just visiting the home but enrolled him there. A few months later, he was arrested for trying to burn the building down. At age 14, Simeon started sleeping on the street to escape his mother's abuse. Shortly after that, his mother found him and took him back to the children's home. During his stay, Earl bonded with other students from New York over their shared love of hip-hop. After performing for his friends advised him to keep writing music. When he returned home, he met a local rapper, Ready Run, who was impressed with his skills and asked him to be his partner. Simeon chose the name DMX, which was an instrument he had used at the boys' home. It was later interpreted as Darkman X. Simeon began writing his own lyrics and performing at local recreational centers for children. In 1988, while in prison for carjacking, he dedicated most of his time to writing lyrics and also meeting and rapping with K Solo. When he was released by Summer, he began producing and selling his own mixtapes, where he rapped over instrumentals from other songs and sold them at street corners, which helped him develop a local fan base all over New York. And this was how his whole career started catching up, till it got to his peak. DMX was a Christian, according to him, and he stated that he reads the Bible every day. While in jail, he stated that he has a purpose for being there, and his purpose was to share the message of Jesus Christ. DMX was a transitional deacon in his local church and aspired to be ordained as a pastor, stating that he received the call in 2009. By 2016, he gave a sermon at his church in Phoenix, Arizona. And in April 2020, he held an online Bible study and asked people to give their life to Jesus. DMX was the father of 15 children from 9 different women. He married his childhood friend, Chinyere Ibezim, and they had 4 children together. In July 2010, she announced their separation, but they remained friends. Although in 2016, she accused him of missing his $10,000 per month child support payment. DMX had extramarital affairs with different women, and some of which produced children. Back in the 90s, DMX formed close bond with his fellow rappers Jay-Z and Ja Rule. The trio collaborated many times and formed a group known as Mother INC, although the group was short-lived due to internal issues between them. DMX was in jail 30 times for various offenses, including robbery, assault, carjacking, animal cruelty, reckless driving, driving under the influence, unlicensed driving, drug possession, probation violation, failure to pay child support, pretending to be a federal agent, tax evasion. Simeon said he has been addicted to crack cocaine since the age of 14. And this was after Ready Run tricked him into smoking a marijuana cigarette laced with drugs. He also said that he had bipolar disorder. Simeon entered drug rehabilitation several times in 2002, 2017, and 2019, and then he cancelled concerts. Well, if you have enjoyed the story thus far, do well to leave me a thumbs up and hit the red subscribe button showing on your screen if you haven't done that already. Let's continue. On February 10, 2016, Simon was found unresponsive in a Ramada Inn parking lot in Yonkers, New York. He was resuscitated by first responders and was intravenously given Narcan, an opium reversal drug. He responded quickly and became semi-conscious and was rushed to the hospital immediately. A witness said he ingested some type of substance before collapsing, but the police found no illegal substance on his property. Simeon stated that it was a form of asthma attack. On April 2, 2021, approximately 11 p.m., Simeon was rushed to White Plain Hospital, where he was reported to be in critical condition following a heart attack he received at home, probably resulting from drug overdose. The next day, his attorney confirmed he was on life support. The same night, he suffered from oxygen deprivation to his brain, as paramedics attempted to resuscitate him for 30 minutes. Simeon's former manager said he was in a vegetative state, with lungs and brain failure and no current brain activity. His current manager said he would have to undergo tests to determine brain functionality, and his family would decide what's best from there. On the morning of April 9, 2021, Simeon lost functionality in multiple of his essential organs and was pronounced dead shortly after at the age of 50. Upon his death, his friends, family, fans, and various celebrities paid tribute to him on social media and outside social media. His personality and music was loved deeply, and he would be dearly missed. Let us take a look at heartfelt messages that poured out to him.
Happy birthday to me. April 10th, 1971. Wow, what a ride, what a journey. As I close up the last 50 years of my life, I rejoice and I thank God for everything it has taught me, the journeys that it took me through, the hurt, the pain, the triumph, the resistance, the resilience, the learning lessons, the relationships, the power. I celebrate my life today, grateful to God for the 50 He has given me. But now I also celebrate my ex-husband, my best friend, my spiritual partner, my mentor. But I also thank God for his life and his peace and his journey and his life lessons that was passed on and that will live on for generations to come.
Always trust everyone to be themselves, but trust in the fact that you can see them well. I mean, so it's like, trust. It takes too much energy to not trust someone. I mean, it takes too much energy. You always got to stay 2 steps ahead of them or whatever. Right. But trust them to be them.
Right. To be themselves.
Trust the snake to bite you.
Right.
Trust the lion to lie. Trust the thief to steal from you. Like, trust them to be them.
Too.
But know them when you see them.
Realize I got a lot to go, man. A lot to go on, man.
How you feel about X?
Different riders were seen at his funeral, and what looked like a jeep with humongous tires had his name written on it in tribute to him during his memorial.
We are now the ones who are hurting. Earl wouldn't change places with us if that was the last thing in the world to do. But what he does want you to know is to carry the love of Jesus in your heart. You know, God looks upon us. We all make mistakes. We all have sinned. But what he asks us to do is be a fisherman of men. He spoke his word through all of his music. He sought all of you, and he loved you, and he changed your lives through his music. One lyric at a time, he did that. And so what I'm asking of you, that Earl would want you to do, is love the Lord, love the children. These are his babies.
DMX was what he has left behind. I am seriously the luckiest woman in the world to have been adopted by the Rough Riders, but to have known DMX the way that I knew him, as a man, a father, a friend. This is so hard, y'all. What I pray, what I hope, I pray to God, I pray to our angels, I pray to our ancestors that his journey was smooth. I know that he will rest in power, rest in love, but most of all, he will rest in peace. Thank y'all.
I'm hurting, so hold my head up. My daddy's still holding my hand, so I gotta get up. And you all learn so much from my father. He taught me laughing my story. I'm the author. Be strong, but it's okay to be afraid. Cause sometimes
Somebody called Jermaine Dupri on the rap game.
I know how to get up. When a girl falls, I never give up. I give it my all.
Hey.
I'm big, even though I look small.
Woo.
Looking at my daddy's picture on the wall. I know he wants me to be the best I could be. Nobody else. I gotta be me.
Hey.
My brothers and sisters, we all stand together. Throw up the X. Daddy forever.
Woo.
Learn how to understand the good and the bad. I look in the mirror, sometimes I see my dad. I know he's with God, cause I know he loved him. When he was here, he put nobody above him. He taught me how to pray when I wake up and for when I go to sleep. Pray for my family, pray before I eat. And sometimes when I feel sad and weak, I can still hear him speak, yeah.
Hey.
By all means, I'ma do what's right. Even in the dark, I'ma be the light.
Hey.
I can do it, even when I'm feeling sad. Y'all call him DMX, I call him Dad.
The immediate family would remain seated, but that friends and guests would please stand for the reading of scripture and the prayer of comfort. Immediate family, please remain seated. Thank you. Our Old Testament reading comes from the book of Job, chapter 19, verses 25 through 27. And the word of the Lord reads as follows. But as for me, I know that my Redeemer lives, and he will stand upon the earth at last. And after my body has decayed, yet in my body I will see God. I will see him for myself. Yes, I will see him with my own eyes. I am overwhelmed at the thought. The New Testament reading comes from the Gospel according to John chapter 11, verses 25 through 27.
Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. What was your highlight of DMX's life and time and funeral? And be sure to leave me a thumbs up and also share this video to as many you feel might find this useful. Click on the red subscribe button if you haven't done that already, and turn on the notification bell so you always stay tuned in to my updates and don't miss out. Click on the next video showing on your screen and I will see you there. Bye.